Hey guys, welcome back to Beyond Defeat. In this video we've taken our first run in the Hoka One One Arahi 5. Personally, I have been running the Arahi series since version 2, had the 3 and the 4 as well. The 3 and the 4 were basically the same shoe. I had said that in the review of the 4, basically all they did was change the number on the side and it was the exact same shoe. And today we're going to have a look at the new Hoka One One Arahi 4. Well, it's not new, but anyway, it's just a different number. With the 5, however, they seem to listen. Hoka actually listened to the community as well as myself, and they did touch up the few things that needed touching up in the Arahi 5. They didn't change too much how the shoe is made up at all, just a bit more touches up to the upper, fits the foot a lot better, and the stability system is still that J-frame system. So just touching on that J-frame system, I've said in a few videos it is probably one of the better stability systems on the market, if not the best. So with the J-frame system, it does wrap around from the lateral side on your heel all the way around to your medial side on the forefoot. So basically a typical J. It's same on both, just symmetrical. So this does accommodate for rear foot pronators, midfoot, as well as forefoot pronators. I myself forefoot pronate, so this is probably the only shoe that does make a stability system that actually works for my type of foot without getting too sloppy in the forefoot. And with the cushioning system, the Arahi 3 as well as 4 was a bit dead. I did do about 200 Ks in both, and they just didn't feel like that Hoka marshmallow cushioning that they have been marketed to be. But with the 5s, they've addressed the cushioning system, they have softened it up a bit. Even the J-frame system is a bit softer. You can actually kind of squish into it a bit now, and the other parts of the shoe, the EVA that they do use, just as the cushioning system, is quite a bit more pleasurable. So you do sink into it a bit more. I find it does take a bit more jarring out of the legs. You don't get your legs beat up at all, and with the stability system, the J-frame, as well as just that softness running with the cushioning system, they both work hand in hand brilliantly. You are guided throughout your step very nicely. I have done about 10 Ks in this shoe so far, and it's just a pleasurable ride. Your legs don't get beat up. You're quite guided throughout your gait cycle without being pushed too far to that lateral side, which some stability shoes can do. And just touching on how the bucket seat feels, so it is quite a bit more built up on that lateral and medial side, so you do sink a slight bit into the shoe. A lot of you people with low arches that have been running in Hokas do tend to, if you have quite a low arch or pes planus or just any kind of PCTI issue with your foot, this isn't going to dig in to your arch as much as some of the other Arahi series as well as the Clifton have done. So it's not going to irritate there. I just have run with the inner sole that comes with it. I haven't put any of my inner soles in it. It's pleasurable just as it is, and the Ortholite inner sole there, it's nice and breathable, so you don't get any hot feet, as well as it's got that nice initial comfort. And with Ortholite, they're renowned for having a decent lifespan as well. You may, at the later stages, probably 600 Ks into the shoe, may need to replace that with something, but your shoe's probably on the way out about, I'd probably say 800 to 1000 Ks. Just touching on the durability as well, so your outsole, I felt like they've definitely buffed up the rear of the foot as well as along the lateral side of the shoe. With the 4s as well as 3s, I just chunked out this rubber within about 100 Ks, the kind of mid-foot strike on the lateral side of the shoe, so most of that rubber in the last few series was just chunked out. There's hardly any initial wear. Even on the first runs that I did in the other ones, there were just quite a lot of initial wear. Even after your 10 Ks or even 20 Ks, the shoe just didn't look like it would hold up to that 600 odd Ks that most of the other Hokas have. Yeah, and with the upper, this is probably the best Arahi 5 or Arahi series upper that they have done. They shallowed it out, which they need to for someone that does pronate. Most pronators end up having quite a low instep, so the height of their foot, or a medium height instep. So there isn't a whole lot of depth to the shoe, which matches up with the foot type that should be running in this. It's very shallow, hugs the foot nicely. It's a gusseted tongue, so it's not going to slip anywhere. It does have a lace loop there as well to work alongside with that gusseted tongue, but it doesn't slip anywhere. There's no irritation. It's very breathable. A few of the other stability shoes on the market do have quite a bit of cushioning over the upper, but most of the cushioning just in the rear foot of this. The whole forefoot and midfoot section is very breathable. Slight few overlays over the midfoot section just to help with the stability system underneath your foot, so it's not going to get too sloppy over the later stages of the shoe. The upper is going to have durability in it as well as the midsole and outsole. So very good package. I'm not sure if I'd change anything on this shoe. Yeah, but the rubber's where it needs to be. Like with himself being that 4-foot pronator, I'm not going to chunk out that 4-foot medial side. And yeah, like the shoe's decent lightweight. I think these come in at about 280 grams for men's, about 230 for women. So for a max cushioned stability shoe that fits like a glove, and you can do a ton of Ks, it doesn't beat up your body at all. If you are someone getting back into running or just getting into running full stop, this is a brilliant shoe for the beginner runners. It is quite pricey. I think it's gone up to 260 bucks in Australia, so you're going to get your bang for buck for this. So it goes up similar to Brooks Adrenaline or Transcend, Asics Kayano, plus a New Balance Bongo that is in the pilot works that I'm pretty keen to try out. Yeah, very lightweight. Well, it's not very lightweight. 280 grams is pretty lightweight for how much cushioning you got, and it is very lightweight compared to the other stability systems by other brands on the market, and it is probably the best stability system on the market for the general public, so it doesn't dig in too harsh on most feet, and yeah, it's pleasurable. I can't really rave enough about this shoe. Obviously it came in number 1 on our 20 best stability shoes going into 2021, and it definitely deserves that spot, and it's a very good cushioning system as well as stability system. Thanks Hoka Australia for sending us out this pair, as well as a few others we're able to review now. If you want to pick yourself up a pair of Arahi 5s and you've been wanting to try this shoe out for some time, I would say you should do so. And yeah, you're not going to be disappointed with the shoe itself. So give us a subscribe, all that jazz, few of those ones. Get a bit more likes, better ratio than the Arahi 4 video that I did that's at 20,000 views. But yeah, we'll see you in another video.